Whoever loses the first map selects the second map. So the second map was Immortals' choice. After that, whoever loses the second chooses the third, so on and so on. So this one is going to be Ghost's choice.
That's right, indeed. So anytime somebody loses a map, they will get the opportunity to pick. That's right, they get to pick which map they would like to play next. And then, oh yeah, also, remember, you can tweet us at Overwatch_NGE. Let us know what your thoughts are for this match. There's a little poll there where you can vote and you can, join the conversation. You can also use that hashtag Winter Premiere. Share your pictures with us, share your memories and all that fun stuff. But yes, indeed. So what we were saying before that, at least, is any team, you lose the map and then you get to pick, and then the team that does not pick the map gets to choose which side they would like to start on. So
actually, we also got a question just to clarify the exact map pool. I'm going to read that off to you right now in case you are all familiar with the map. You've already seen Dorado, Lijiang Tower. There's Gibraltar, Nepal, Route 66, Kings Row, Hollywood, and Temple of Anubis. So 8 maps to select from. Yes. Already seen 3 so far in this match, or I guess we've seen 2, we're about to see 3.
Yes, that's right. There's the third one coming up. Everything tied up at 1-1. This is the Overwatch Winter Premiere Grand Finals. Team that takes this best of 5 will take home the grand prize and all the glory that comes along with it. So starting off is Immortals on the offense. Agility is getting hooked in by Connor J, who's actually able to get the better of him. Grim Reality taking Michael out of his mech, but not actually finding the kill onto Michael. And he'll just work to try and get himself back into mech here. And a lot of times what Ghosts like to do on defense, Baby Bay will just sit up on the high ground behind them, way up top here on the high ground and just be relatively uncontested. They need to make sure they have something to deal with him. Immortals, at the moment, they really don't, at least no direct.
And Immortals just pushing the card up to the position they want it to be in before wrapping around. They're going to try and take the high ground away from Baby Bay, as everyone has pretty much had to do so far. Baby Bay trying to get away from it, so Immortals are just going to come back out and try to push directly down the center of the card. Baby Bay being taken out by Grim Reality, the mind games.
Oh, the flank coming out from Grim Reality, shutting down Baby Bay. He'll take Michael out of his mech and then look to get a couple more kills on top of that, as he is just, this is the position you don't want Grim to have, right on the high ground, uncontested. That is bad news. Accidentally waking up Remix there, but dropping right down and getting the fan the hammer. He knew exactly where Blam was at. And now they're just really just trying to get themselves back in here. Ghost just to stall out as long as they can. Agilities gets the nano boost, trying to keep Immortals in the fight, making sure they can capitalize, taking point number 1. But Ghost sure do have a lot of presence on the payload at the moment, but no one able to get Agilities yet. That pulse bomb will connect right onto the back of Connor J, and big Earth Shatter comes through from Chance as he tries to clean up a few more kills for Immortals. And despite all these kills that have come through for them, they just can't seem to quite seal the deal and get these Ghost players off of the point. Lucky for them, Grim Reality is still on the high ground. Nobody from Ghost has been able to deal with him, and they will finally get point number 1.
Immortals eventually powering through there, but Ghost putting on a very strong defense overall. Going to be pushing into the second point. This is the portion of the map that Ghost is usually dominant on compared to everything else. The first point usually falls in all matches, but this second point right here is where Ghost really shines. Baby Bay and Michael do some magical work here, especially around the shuttle area, so keep track of how they control the high ground and really the target priority, the selection priority that Baby Bay chooses.
Immortals not really electing to go get onto too much. Oh, Grim Reality almost getting that one. Oh, right, Baby Bay actually finds it. That time he
selection
gets a little
priority.
Gets
That's
a little
Grim
bit of
Reality's
revenge.
First.
Yeah, getting a little bit of revenge on him for sure. And now they come in with a sound barrier. Ajax does, and Ghost have the player kill advantage here, and there's not much Immortals can do. So staving them off there. Still 3:30 to work through the hangar phase.
3:30 is plenty of time. They will have to count on Ghost definitely being able to come back and stop it right before the point, though, as Ghost is pretty generally try and come out and attack what is the perceived weak point and try and tilt people. We're already back in the match. Let's go.
Here we go. Back on to Gibraltar. We're right back in. Not missing a beat. And Baby Bay just sitting up top on this high ground, just about to have attack visor, so really need to keep an eye on that one. He will pop it off, might be able to catch some out. He's getting so much damage down, does take out Verbo. Grim is, so hurt at the moment.
He canceled it.
3 health. Woo.
That was smart. If he didn't cancel that, he was going to go down.
Yeah, he's barely managing to stay alive. That'll be enough to buy them time, really, to just, Immortals will have to go back and Ghost getting themselves a little bit of extra stall time down here. But 2 minutes and 40 seconds for Immortals to work through the hangar phase. Get that next checkpoint. In terms of ultimates, nothing major for Ghost at the moment. Really, Immortals don't have all that much, but they're looking to come in on this high ground, Immortals, and maybe try and meet them on some of this high ground. No, actually, Chance just dropping straight down onto the payload, but if they don't contest Baby Bay, things could get hairy for them quickly, and they've already lost Grim Reality. Michael doing a good job of going in to focus him down, and Connor J with the whole hog will just put an insurance policy on the fight to make sure they're able to take this one, as it should be. Immortals getting wiped out here. Ghost, strong presence on the payload. Man, they will go back. 2 minutes left.
Both Baby Bay and Michael basically entirely focusing Grim Reality on the Creed. They're not giving him any real space to come through. And absolutely, Immortals does need to probably come through the high ground here with how much presence there is around this space shuttle, where Baby Bay is, where Michael is. Now Michael combining even better, putting forward defense matrix, just allowing Baby Bay to do whatever he wants. Now it's Baby Bay's versatility. Baby Bay still holding on to the attack visor, though.
Connor J just sending Verbo right back to the respawn queue himself. Baby Bay doing a good job of not engaging too hard agilities with the right click, putting all 3 of those shurikens right into Baby Bay's head. And Remix does follow up, help avenge his teammate as he kills agilities, and Grim is just gonna go ahead and get himself on the cart for now, almost as a Deadeye, but it won't be too effective for him in this position. At least ends up getting taken out by the right click of Connor J, so it's just going to have to be a regroup yet again. Ghost have killed so much time through this hangar phase, and throughout the entirety of the Winter Premiere, the hangar phase has really been a strong point for Ghost. Today they are getting quite a bit themselves. Ooh. Putting Michael to sleep up top.
Agility's really working to try and get that Dragon Blade up so they can do a Nano Blade in the last minute here, and it's going to be very important for Immortals. Tac Visor already coming out for Baby Bay, catching the Nano in the middle, and he's dead in the back line.
Oh, Nano Visor hitting it perfectly yet again, waiting for the best opportunity, and no one able to contest him on it. 2 kills, did a whole lot of damage to some of the other players of Immortals, and he's still just continuing to just wreak havoc.
Even burn the Nano on Chance in that last fight when there's another fight to be had, and Agility's is so close to a Dragon Blade. That might be a disaster for them.
I didn't even notice it. That's a good catch, because they really needed that for this Nano Blade, and now Immortals really has nothing other than, they'll have a raw Dragon Blade, which normally isn't the best. They'll actually have a Beat Blade combo using the drop the beat and the Dragon Blade as well, but they actually won't even use the, back in. Connor J shutting it down, and Chance does respond, gets the charge kill onto Connor J, so 5 versus 5 fight, but they need to make it happen. Remix with a pretty big Earth Shatter himself, and the rest of Ghost will be around, but Immortals are still finding the kills. Michael is on the payload at the moment, trying maybe see if he can stall long enough, but actually Immortals are bringing it together. Will Connor J jump down and try and meet with them? No, Immortals hold tight, and they do get the hangar phase checkpoint. Now they want to look and see if they can catch some of these forward spawners out as well and delay it even further.
Connor J and Blam just going to jump off the side along with Remix. They're just resetting, trying to get a better spawn point. That forward spawn happens when you spawn just before the point gets capped. So you're spawning when you're expecting the fight to be much further away, or the game is. So now you're basically in killing distance of the enemy team. So just jumping off the side actually saves a lot of time, prevents them from getting ultimates. And that's very valuable. Smart play by Ghost.
Pulse bomb at the ready for Grim. He's coming in from the backside. Did he connect with it?
Nah.
Did some damage, but couldn't quite get it exactly what he was looking for. It doesn't matter. The rest of Immortals are there, hyped with 2 off of his self-destruct, and Grim Reality, Agility's all there as well. Immortals struggled through that hangar phase, but now they are in full speed ahead on this final checkpoint, moving in. And they're down to 35 seconds left to get this final checkpoint. Ghost with the respawn right here.
Agility's with another Dragon Blade, but no Nano to pair with it. Baby Bay, he's going to be coming into the side, trying to shut this down. He's just chasing Agilities wherever he goes.
Remix has that Nano boost on himself. He's swinging away, but he's in dire straits. Uses that Earth Shatter, and he's staying supported by Blam. Couldn't quite keep him alive any longer as he went around the corner, and now Immortals are getting all the kills there. It's all red in the kill feed at the moment, and they bring it into last with 7.9 seconds left. Well done by Immortals. Really turning it around in that map. Struggled through the hangar phase for much of it, and then all they needed was to get that checkpoint, and they brought it all the way in.
Immortals taking a little bit of time to warm back up and find that momentum after that pause, but once they did, it was a non-stop roll straight into the final point.
Really looking good now, and that's good they were able to do it. Oh, that was so perfect. You need to deal with Baby Bay on the high ground, and Grim Reality taking it into his own hands right there. And then after that, there was just nobody around to contest him up here, and you can't leave Grim Reality up top like that because he will wreak havoc on your team time and time again. So there will be the change in sides coming up, and now that's Ghost. It's going to have to put together a pretty good offense, and I mean,
with a lot of time.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, Immortals had 7.9 left on the clock, and Ghosts are going to be looking to do something similar, at least with more time. I'm sure their plan is, but in terms of what they want to bring out in composition, we've seen a few different things from them today. I mean, we've seen dive, a little bit of dive. We've seen a little bit of triple tank, quad tank. So far, they're showing triple, and I think we'll see Baby Bay stay on the 76 with the triple tank. Normally what they like to do on this map, even on the offense.
Yeah, taking Baby Bay off of Soldier 76 doesn't make a whole lot of sense unless perhaps he can play McCree at a very high level. I think he can from what I saw, but we haven't really seen him do it. Perhaps not willing to risk that against Grim Reality. I probably want to have a heal station around if I was going to get any sort of DPS battle with Grim himself, but about 10 seconds away from Ghost taking their first offense. This was their map selection. They did let Immortals get all the way. There was a chance to hold them on the second point, but they barely let it go.
Yeah, they had a good opportunity, but still, we've seen Ghosts complete this map in pretty good time before. I mean, with a good bit left in it. Looks as though we might be seeing ourselves a little pause here again. Just a bit of Tracer there as well. Well done. We are right back into it on Gibraltar. 3 minutes and 45. We are right at the start of the offensive push of Ghost Gaming. And Grim is going to be back on that McCree as well, looking to go find his spot up on the high ground. Baby Bay will be on his 76, as he often is on this map. You'll see Ghost, normally what they like to do on this map is try and wrap around all the way back up onto the Immortals high ground. Will they let them have it is the question. It looked as though they wanted to engage. They'll just speed boost up and try and meet it up there. If Grim's not careful, oh, the hook in. Did connect, but couldn't.
Oh, Aiden barely getting away there, but Baby Bay's actually going to go into the back and chase him down. That's happening just off camera here.
Oh, Ajax actually chased down Ethan. They lose Michael, but that's a really big pick for them to get, taking down the Ana like that. Now Agility's taken out by Connor J, and oh, Connor J's hanging on for dear life right here, trying to just stay alive. He still is. Oh, he's so close to going down. Hyped as Baby Diva will take care of him. He had no one around to help him out, not Ajax nor Blam, so ends up getting taken out. Ghost just pressing this payload forward, and Baby Bay now is actually trying to, well, he was looking maybe to wrap around up onto the high ground, but he's just going to stay with the team on the payload right now. Immortal's not even coming out to contest. Normally you'd see a contest attempt there, but I guess just didn't get out quite in time, and now there's a lot of forward spawners that might end up going down. Ethan is giving, oh, good heals to Agility. He's came so close to dying multiple times.
Just one headshot there would have finished it up for Baby Bay. That's gotta be a little bit frustrating. There's a number of different players now that have already escaped Baby Bay, but so far the effect is still working. The payload is pushing. Baby Bay is going to be looking to take that high ground again and fight for the shuttle as soon as he can, but with Agility's loitering in around there, he's going to need a lot of support.
Now looking to take this high ground. You see Ghost coming out, and Diva's going to be looking to try and disrupt them a little bit, get them off the high ground. Charge from Chance will finish off Remix, and Baby Bay with the tack visor will be able to take down Ethan.
Boostio.
And oh no, the Boostio. That's tragic for them. It still worked. Hey, he got Chance, so we'll take that. Ghost do have the numbers advantage here, but with Agility popping the whole hog, Baby Bay is there to shut him down shortly after. So They're continuing to press the payload forward, soon to hit this second checkpoint.
Pretty consistent progress so far for Ghost, but Immortals' last chance to defend the second point.
Grim with the Deadeye from up top. Remix, I'm not sure as though he knows exactly where it's at. They get the sound barrier out and then Nurse Shatter from Remix, but Grim is able to get the flashbang off. There is a self-destruct that flies high into the sky, but now Ghost being down Michael. At the moment, they do respond with one, taking down Hype, so both Divas are out of it in this fight, and Ghost actually trying to solidify their position back onto the payload here. It's a continuous exchange of frags, but Baby Bay is there hanging on for dear life, actually finished off by a punch from Ethan, so they're continuing to go at it, but the respawns just steadily funneling through from Immortals, and chances being run at by Michael, who comes back up on Tracer as he wants to just end this one for Ghost and get the second checkpoint. Regardless, Immortals have done a fantastic job of buying themselves time in this fight, and now Ghost finally going back to the drawing board and resetting.
Immortals one by one clawing their way back. Every single time you saw a Ghost player fall, that was just a little bit more of Immortals taking security on that second point, so perhaps not their last chance to defend the second point, but
oh my goodness. How did Baby Bay survive right there? I don't know if anybody else caught that. He was sleeping up top, and then he just hung on by 1 health with a biotic on himself. Did manage to stay alive. There is going to be a Deadeye just zoning for now, and there is also Attack Visor. I heard from Baby Bay used in the back. Earthshatter is going to shut him down. Charge from Chance, making the plays happen. Connor J does trade out, getting agilities. Connor J managing to get the mech suit as well, but Immortals holding strong here in this hangar phase. And might even, headshots from Grim, too strong. Right there, and Ghosts are gonna have to go back to the drawing board yet again.
that second to last hold for Immortals, absolutely huge. They've now reestablished control over the second, or the entire hangar phase, honestly, here, but Connor J, really the only one with a ultimate here for the side of Ghost. Immortals burning a number of theirs over the past 2 fights. Grim Reality, however, is already back up again with a Deadeye.
He's going to be looking for a good position for this one. Might maybe able to catch him off guard. Michael.
Nice bump.
Initiating. Yeah, he'll try and separate them a little bit. Self-destruct, landing on top of the cart. The chance did go down. Grim only able to get... Oh, Grim still back there, though. Gets Michael as he popped him out of the mech suit. He's looking to finish off Connor J. I mean, it's just dink, dink, dink every time you watch Grim Reality on McCree, just popping heads left and right. Blam is down there, ends up going down. Grim has really found himself through this hangar phase for Immortals, really making it tough for Ghost to get a good push going, and now just down to a minute left to hit this next checkpoint.
Looking back on it, if Ghost isn't able to ascend, get to the second point over these next 2 assaults, it's going to be that one final hold inches away that they're going to look back on as what lost Gibraltar for them. Ghost now with 40 seconds left. They do have a nano boost to pair probably with Michael if they really want to get the biggest effect out of it. And Baby Bay getting pretty close to a Graviton, about 40% away.
I think Hyped was able to get some good separation there, and Michael coming in with a nano boost, but really didn't do all that much with it. Baby Bay's gonna get pulled in. Agilities, oh, couldn't quite secure the frag. There it is. In the end, they get it. Now there's gonna be 15 seconds left. Remix is gonna go down pretty late too. I don't think Ghost is really gonna be able to get a good push to make this happen for them. And Michael desperately trying to stay alive so he can contest this payload and get his team back in. But now with a Deadeye, that's going to at least find one. Connor J goes down, getting Ajax as well. Grim Reality is just been tremendous for Immortals here. No one around from Ghost to contest the payload, and Immortals are going to take a 2-1 lead